Hello and welcome to Holmes Park for today's Leicestershire County Cup final between Leicester City Women and AFC Leicester. I'm joined alongside myself by Connor Smith. What are you expecting out of today's game, an exciting cup final?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game between two good sides. Leicester have a good record against the Leicester sides they've played this season, but I expect a good clean game and they'll battle out for the trophy.
The two teams then just lining up outside the changing rooms, so sort of in the tunnel area here at Holmes Park. A lovely surface that the under-23s have been playing on for Leicester's men's team. The two teams now making their way out onto the pitch. We can bring you the Leicester City starting 11 briefly. Starting in goal with Charlotte Clark, and then I appear to have lost the rest of it. I'll come back to the starting lineup as and when I can find it. Anyway, Leicester looking to reclaim the County Cup then for the first time since 2014. They were in this final last year and they lost 2-1 to Loughborough Foxes. And obviously they'll be looking to get a victory here. Like I say, the first time since 2014 they'll be looking to reclaim the trophy.
I mean, it's always good to get into that winning mentality of picking up silverware.
Just going through the starting lineups then here at Holmes Park, and see the Leicester starting lineup. Then starting in goal with number 1 Charlotte Clark, and back 4 is Holly Morgan, the captain, Rachel Brown, Nat Johnson and Paige Crossman. In the midfield we'll have Nicole Nymian, Lee Dugmore and Nat Johnson. Sorry, Hayley Jones. And then a front 3 of Olivia Mitchum, Rosie Axton and Sophie Domingo. On the bench as well for the Foxes, Rio Acton and Charlotte Greengrass. Leicester then their first game since a 3-1 defeat in the League Cup final. A chance maybe to just sort of blow out or get that one out of the way, get it over and done with.
I mean, they've got 3 huge fixtures coming up, and they'll want to get that off their back as soon as they can, and get back to winning ways. And this presents them a good opportunity to do that, to get their hands on the.
And I believe that's manager Jonathan Morgan who's stood in the goal, taking a photograph of the starting lineup. You mentioned there the 3 tough fixtures that are coming up. Leicester at home to Blackburn on Sunday. It's a repeat of that League Cup fixture. They'll be looking to get one over against Blackburn again, having, like I say, lost that League Cup final last Sunday. But it is 3 vital league fixtures back to back. They face Blackburn Rovers at home before travelling to Middlesbrough and Bradford in the final game of the season. And realistically, to stand any chance of winning the league, they have to win all 3 of those.
Yeah, they've got themselves into a good position thus far. Their record in the league this season, just their second season in a row at this level. They're already 6 points better off at this time than they were at the end of last season. So I think whatever happens, it can be cast as a successful and progressive season. But they'll obviously want to cap it off with silverware at the end.
Definitely. We mentioned on the way here actually that in the league last season, Leicester City, they finished 20 points behind Blackburn Rovers in the league standings. Blackburn Rovers winning the league last season and finished 20 points behind them, and they'll obviously be closing that gap a lot more this year in terms of, it certainly won't be 20 points. They're only a point behind at the minute, and obviously they can overtake them next Sunday with a victory there. But obviously our focus will be entirely on tonight's County Cup match. A decent crowd size gathering around here at Holmes Park. A couple opting to stand, although there was a couple of spots of rain earlier on.
I mean, this is a good surface, and a spot of rain will only do it good in terms of Leicester's game, as style of play as well, who like to move the ball, and will supposedly have a lot of possession tonight.
The presentation party just making their way along that lineup just towards the end there of the AFC Leicester team. I can read you a little bit about AFC Leicester, what we do know, they were formed 4 seasons ago, and they have both an academy section and a senior team. They won promotion in the first season to the East Midlands League, and they also won the Senior Plate Cup, so they have an experience of winning silverware in the last couple of seasons. This will be their first appearance in the County Cup final, and obviously they'll be hoping to, it will be an upset if they can win, but they'll be hoping to cause that upset and try and topple Leicester, who, as I mentioned before, they were in this cup final last season but lost 2-1 to Loughborough Foxes.
Yeah, I mean, AFC Leicester, they do have a chance, of course, of an upset. It's a cup final, so anything's possible. They've done fairly well now. They finished 5th in the East Midlands Women's Regional Football League this season. Of course, were runners-up in that same division in 2016. It's also their last game of the season, I believe, tonight, so they'll put everything into this with their focus entirely on this game.
Almost to the end then of the AFC Leicester team, their presentation party being introduced to the 2 sides ahead of today's cup meeting. Leicester, the record holders in the competition, they've won this competition more than any other sides. They've appeared in more than any other side in terms of cup finals. They'll obviously be looking to extend that record again today. I think off the top of my head, they've won it 10 times, and they've been in the final 13 times since forming in 2004 they formed. So it's an impressive record from Leicester, and they'll be looking to back that up. They've only lost the final twice, having appeared in the final. 3 times actually. They've lost it the first year they were here as well. But they'll be looking to build on that impressive record and set themselves further out in front as the record holders for this competition.
I mean, winning is a habit, and I would say it's been a fairly long time since they've won the trophy. I know they've won it a good few times before that, but they'll be looking to cement their place as regular cup finalists, regular winners of this competition as they go forwards.
There we go, just going through the fair play handshakes as well. Now ahead of kick-off. Looks like it will be a slightly delayed kick-off. And then we can see Leicester's under-10s there on the far side as well. Been mascots ahead of today's game. A fantastic experience for those girls.
Gracing the same pitch as Danny Welbeck when Grace Dan. An honour for anyone.
So interesting and I guess a unique claim to fame for players at this level. You mentioned there then that obviously this is AFC Leicester's final game, and Leicester have, as much as obviously they want to win this competition, arguably in terms of progression they have 3 more important games coming up. Do you think that's going to play on at all on any of the team's minds in terms of Leicester City wanting to get the win, but potentially their minds focusing on the Blackburn game, whilst also for AFC Leicester it's let's go out and finish the season on a high?
I mean, I think Leicester almost, I know the team's a professional. Jonathan's, of course, professional, and he'll know. You can see with his team selection tonight, it's a strong side. He'll know that the team needs to get the job done, but they should rightly almost be focused on the Blackburn game. As you say, it's one of the most important games of the season, and in terms of league title or county cup, I mean, the league arguably is more important, but they'll give everything today, and they will do their best to win this trophy.
There we see Captain then Holly Morgan making her way into the middle, into the centre circle to meet the referee, just waiting for the AFC Leicester captain as well. It will be an exciting game between these 2 sides, but obviously we're seemingly a little bit of a delay here and just a bit of a slow getting started. The atmosphere sort of petering out in terms of a quick game between the teams coming out and let's get this game underway, but we're all almost ready for kick-off. Leicester City then arriving in this final with a 3-1 victory over Loughborough Foxes. I believe you have information on how AFC Leicester got here as well.
Yep, they got through, beat Castle Ladies in their first round of the tournament. Beat Loughborough Students Women 6-5 on penalties, scraping through there. And they beat OB and Wigston 1-0 in the semi-final, with the goal coming from Olivia Bibby.
There we go, they're almost ready for kick-off. Teams will stay as they are, so as it looks from where we are, Leicester City will be attacking our right-hand side in this first half. And it will be Olivia Mitchum to get this game underway for the Foxes, stood on that halfway line of the number 9 shirt. And there we are eventually after a quick delay. We are underway in the 2018 County Cup final. Immediately, Leicester looking to get forward there with Hayley James, but opts to play it backwards, and now Rachel Brown on the far side on the ball. Burst forward on that far side, finds Rosie Axton, still going on that far side now with Paige Crossman. Out of play though for a AFC throw-in. Chance though, you see it already there for the full side. Paige Crossman in and out of the squad for, or the starting lineup, sorry, for bits and bobs of the season. But chance for her to sort of cement her place ahead of the Blackburn game.
I think many players that are in and out of the starting level might see this as an opportunity. I mean, Leicester are the favourites, and they will see plenty of the ball. So it is a case for some players to showcase their skills today.
Free kick then for Leicester City. So the second minute, Rosie Axton stood over it, probably a bit too long to go for the shot. Fired in towards the penalty area, looking for the head of Holly Morgan. It's straight up and the keeper will claim it. It's bounced inside the area and kept alive by Hayley James. And Sophie Domingo looks to fire that one in, deflected and back for Hayley James. Set back for Nicole Nyman, who, let's say, deliberately lets that one roll past. And then Hayley James picks it up, closed down well by AFC, and now Leicester City can recycle through Nicole Nyman and then Rachel Brown. Rosie Axton again on this far side, finds Nat Johnson, laid off into Paige Crossman on that far side, and again it goes back in towards the Leicester City half. But an interesting start there for Leicester City, an early opportunity to put that one in towards the box and causing some problems already from Leicester City's point of view.
I mean, you can see already from AFC Leicester that they all in their own half, and that does seem to be the game plan to try and contain Leicester. But they are getting in the right positions already at this early stage in the game. Holly Morgan keeping the ball there for Leicester City. Then Paige Crossman goes long down the line, but that will be the goalkeeper's ball. Chance then with AFC Leicester on the ball, looking to start their first opportunity down the line, but the long ball across field will be cut out by Paige Crossman and back to Charlotte Clark. And again, Leicester City with a chance to bring this one forward. It's Holly Morgan who dictating the play there at the back, as we see so many times before. Nat Johnson looks at the through ball to try and find Rosie Axton, a bit of a heavy touch, and AFC Leicester can bring it away. Again, the ball through there is cut out by Leicester's back line, and Rachel Brown. A little bit of a slip there from Rachel Brown, but as well to recover, then
appeals for a free kick, not given, but Leicester keep hold of the ball, and now Hayley James bursting forward inside the AFC half, looks for a little chip over the ball, looking for the run of Sophie Domingo, and AFC Leicester back well defensively there to stick that one out for a Leicester City throw-in. Infield finds Olivia Mitchell, lays it back for Lee Dugmore. Looks the return ball, looking for Sophie Domingo, and then it's out of play again, and Hayley James makes her way down to take this throw in. Flicked on by Olivia Mitchell, looks to drop for Rosie Axton, fires that one in towards the goal, but well saved by the AFC goalkeeper. Long ball down the line from the goalkeeper, flicked onwards by AFC Leicester, and then Leicester can again pick this ball up through Rachel Brown and Hayley James. And in terms of the possession and the play, as you mentioned it earlier on in the build-up, but Leicester are expected and have done so far dictating this play in terms of their style, and they're controlling the pace and the play at the minute.
I mean, you just saw their first sighting a goal for Rosie Axton, a bit unfortunate from her point of view that it was hit straight at the goalkeeper, but those opportunities will keep on coming with Leicester having so much possession of the ball.
There is a chance then for AFC Leicester to break down this near side. If they can work space and put a ball into the box, but Hayley James is well there defensively to try and win this ball back for Leicester, breaking in towards the penalty area, but that one will roll through for Charlotte Clark to collect.
It's good use of possession by AFC Leicester there. First spell in the Leicester's final third.
Here is Domingo, looks for the flick over the ball, looking for Lee Dugmore. Drops kindly for Lee Dugmore if she can try and float this one in, and Lee Dugmore fires home from the edge of the area. A defensive error from AFC Leicester, but Lee Dugmore capitalised there, and Lee Dugmore composed enough there to chip that one round the keeper, and Leicester City have a 1-0 lead.
I mean, so unfortunate. We're just saying AFC Leicester had done well to get into City's half, go down the other end. A poor, unfortunate mistake from the defender there to let Lee Dugmore in. She's not going to miss from that range.
Take a look at the replay there. Sophie Domingo doing really well to bring that one away and then chip that ball over the top. It looked like it was going to be dealt with by FC Leicester, but just held up in the ground, and Lee Dugmore, like I say, composed, and you don't expect to miss from there, and she fires that one home, and Leicester have the lead inside the opening 10 minutes. And already pushing forward now, Rosie Axton with a great ball in the box, looking for Sophie Domingo, but that's a bit of a heavy touch and rolls through for the goalkeeper. Could be a big goal in terms of the race for Leicester's top scorer. Rosie Axton currently leading away with 22 goals, but that one takes Lee up to 18. Potentially, if she can grab herself a couple more there, it'll open up that top scorer race ahead of the run-in. Sophie Domingo, of course, also on 16 goals. Still by no means out of the race for top scorer. Here is Lee, the goal scorer as well, to skip past the defender, then pass the second one in towards the penalty area. She can pull this one across, looks for the low ball in towards the back post of looking for Rosie Axton. It takes a knock off, and then it is collected by the AFC goalkeeper in the end. But again, it shows you the threat that Lee Dugmore offers, bursting forward past two defenders and in towards the penalty area.
And she is hungry for goals. We said it on commentary before how good it is for Leicester. Here she is again to have so many options, to have so many goal scorers on the pitch, and especially from Dugmore from deep positions.
Sophie Domingo does really well on that far side to win that ball back then. Can't quite get the cross in, but the ball is still alive, still with Sophie Domingo, then forces a throw in on that far side, I think. In fact, the referee's given a goal kick in the end. Goal kick then for AFC Leicester, just going up to the 9th minute. A bright start from Leicester City, and I imagine Jonathan Morgan will be pleased with what he's seen so far.
Definitely. The goal just takes the pressure off. I mean, obviously, we don't know what the game plan was from AFC, but it probably was to frustrate Leicester, and that goal just opens the game up. And even in the minutes after the goal, they've got into the box a lot more and have seen a lot more goal-scoring opportunities. It's just important for AFC Leicester now to not let their heads drop and to recover, because if they don't do so quickly, then they could find themselves 2 or 3 behind.
There we go then. Haley James bursting forward, picks out Rosie Axton on the edge of the area. Looks to return ball to Haley James, but slightly misplaced, and AFC can bring it away across towards the halfway line. Ball in field just takes a little bit of a bobble, which is kind enough for Nat Johnson to reclaim the ball for Leicester. Then Rosie Axton looks across the line for Sophie Domingo. Offside flag stays down. Tries to pick out that ball, but it's deflected and cleared then by AFC Leicester. Inside now finds Nicole Nyman. Looks to work that one down the line, looking for the run of Sophie Domingo. Comes across from AFC Leicester and cleared for a throw-in, I believe. Throw-in is taken. It's long in towards the box, cleared by AFC, and then further cleared towards where Holly Morgan is halfway inside the AFC half. Holly Morgan wins it back for Leicester City, finds Rachel Brown, and immediately Leicester City looking to bring this one forward again now. Nicole Nyman lays this one off to Lee Dugmore. Second line layout off for Nat Johnson. Shots from the edge of the area. Nat Johnson well saved by the goalkeeper. Not cleared though. Olivia Mitchum tries to get a header towards that one. No one there to follow up from Leicester City, but again, you know, Leicester City there given a bit of time and space on the edge of the area. Nat Johnson time to pick out a shot, and it's a good shot, but well matched by the AFC goalkeeper.
It was a good strike from the edge of the area, hit with power. So I think the goalkeeper did well to almost push it out.
Lovely little flick off there, and Lee Dugmore in again. Looks to try and flick that one back behind. Sorry to interrupt you there. Lee Dugmore with a great 1-2 with Olivia Mitchum, but the follow-up shot is just scuffed wide of the far side. Another goal kick then for AFC Leicester. Long downfield, bounces through to a 3, then Nicole Nyman cushions that one off for Nat Johnson. Finds Rosie Axton down the line, looking to try and work some space. Looks for a shot from distance, Rosie Axton, but that's just narrowly over the bar. Lots of oohs and ahs from the crowd. There's a shot from distance, but that one not quite testing the goalkeeper, but maybe setting her sights for a screamer from distance later on in the game.
It'll look good on the highlights.
Nicole Nyman heads that one down for Lee Dugmore. Looks to try and set away Rosie Axton on that far side. If she can pull this one back in towards the area, looks to flick that one in, but it's over and out of the post. Another good opportunity then for Leicester City. They're trying to work these chances and trying to be a little bit more creative than possibly we've seen them before as they get themselves into a bit of extra space. Unfortunately, in that case, it's not quite worked out for Rosie Axton. But again, the Foxes get themselves back on the ball from this goal kick and finds Lee Dugmore. Lays that one off for Paige Crossman. Can't quite get the ball out of her feet in towards the area, and Paige Crossman will battle to try and keep that one in on the far side. Just about keeps it in. Got the option of Lee Dugmore, who's dropped deep. Instead, Paige Crossman goes down the line and wins a throw in for the Foxes in a dangerous position. Good work there from Paige Crossman on the far side to firstly battle away and keep that ball, but also win the throw in for Leicester City.
High up the pitch as well. I mean, going back to your point earlier about a bit of maybe extravagance by Leicester City. They know they have opportunities, so there's no real harm in passing the ball around and having shots from distance.
Here is Nicole Naimi with a chance for bowler. Sophie Domingo tries to get on goal side of that one and tries to get the shot away, but it just deflected off of the outside, I think, of her foot and back out towards Nicole Naimi, and it's a goal kick. Goal kick then for AFC Leicester. Long looking again towards the halfway line. Picked up again though by Leicester City, and Lee Dugmore finds Rosie Axton on that far side, battling away to try and keep that ball. We'll be out of play for a throw-in, giving Leicester City's way, and Paige Crossman will make her way forward to take this one. The referee just having a quick stopping play there as a second ball's made its way onto the pitch on that far side. I went back underway then with this throw in. Paige Crossman looks for the run of Olivia Mitchum out wide if she can hold this one up. Goes down under the challenge, and it's a free kick to Leicester City, and another one in a dangerous position for the Foxes.
Everyone seems to be coming forward, barring Naimi, looking to get the second goal.
Here is Rosie Axton then stood over this ball. Sophie Domingo offering a short option. It's laid off to Sophie Domingo, takes a touch and then tries to get the shot away, but well closed down on the edge of the area. Bounces as far as Rachel Brown, who plays that one back to Nicole Naimi and gets a return ball. And then tries to pick out a forward ball. Finds Sophie Domingo on the edge of the area. Turns back and plays that one out wide. Hayley James ball into the water box. Lee Dugmore just misses that one, and it's poked home by, I think, Holly Morgan tries to fire it home. Lee Dugmore couldn't quite reach the toe poke it in, and it's another great opportunity there for Leicester City to extend their lead, but again another missed opportunity from the Foxes.
Great ball in. All it took was a stretch out leg to divert that ball past the keeper, but opportunity there to, as you say, see out the game and get too clear.
Goal kick bounces kindly for Leicester to click up. Nicole Naimi then tries to return the ball to Hayley Jones. Hand to play for a throw in. Hayley James with the throw in, knocks long down the line to try and find Olivia Mitchum. Flicks that one inside for Sophie Domingo. Cross ball finds Nat Johnson. Looks to lay that one off for Paige Crossman. Tries to shot in, but bounce to Rosie Axton. Twists and turns in the area. Still going Rosie Axton. Fires that one low into the net, and Rosie Axton does eventually double Leicester City's lead. Rosie Axton with her 23rd goal of the season. Twisted and turned in the area. Fortunate to get the deflection full to her, but in the end did really well there to beat the defenders and fire low into the net.
And as I say, bit fortunate to get the rebound there, but once she got the ball, she made no mistakes. Great footwork to create the opportunity to get it out from her feet, and she was never going to miss again from that angle.
Let's take a look at the replay of that goal. As I mentioned, Sophie Domingo in putting a decent ball into the box. Picked up by Nat Johnson, laid off for Paige Crossman, who fired the shot in, and it bounced kindly for Rosie Axton, who twists and turns. Fires that one low into the bottom corner, and Leicester City have a 2-0 lead.
Exactly the sort of start that Jonathan Morgan will be looking for with the, as you say, run-in.
Certainly a bright start for Leicester City, and already on the front foot again with a throw-in deep inside the AFC half. In towards the area, Lee Dugmore lays that one off for Nicole Naimi, who fires a shot in low, but it's deflected by AFC and then brought out to the penalty area. Immediately though, it's won back by Leicester City through Paige Crossman, then finds Rachel Brown, who comes out wide here to find Holly Morgan, who's got plenty of time to pick out another Leicester player. Finds Nat Johnson and then opts to go back to Rachel Brown. Then comes the forward ball, finds Nicole Nymian. And Nat Johnson finds Dugmore. Chance to work a little bit of space. Finds Domingo just inside the area. Then back to Nymian, who shots from distance. Or shoots from distance. Collected by the AFC goalkeeper. Long goal kick down the line. Nat Johnson heads that one back in towards the AFC half. Rosie Axton battles to try and come away with the ball and does well to skip into the area. Rosie Axton going forward across the goal, looking towards either Dugmore or Domingo, arriving at the back post, but it's collected well by the AFC goalkeeper. Leicester certainly enjoying a lot of the possession. Dugmore tries to chip that one over towards Domingo. He's in towards the area. Just Sophie Domingo fires that one goalwards, and it is hitting the back of the net there. Sophie Domingo with a lovely little chip over the goalkeeper. 20 minutes played and Leicester lead by 3-0, but Lee Dugmore with a great build-up play there and a lovely little chip over towards Sophie Domingo, and it's 3-0.
I mean, it just keeps coming straight back towards AFC's goal. But great finish by Domingo to have the composure, to see the keeper coming, was under pressure by defenders behind her, and to lob the goalkeeper to make it 3-0.
I mentioned earlier the race for top scorer. We can take a look at the replay of that game. Lee Dugmore picks that one up 25 yards out or whatever, flicks that one over towards Sophie Domingo, and it's first time, lets it bounce, first time then flicks that one over the goalkeeper and puts Leicester into a commanding 3-0 lead. As I mentioned, the race for top scorer, but that's now each of the three current leading scorers, each finding the back of the net. It's also worth mentioning that Rosie Axton now just 2 short of 50 goals for the club, which would be a fantastic achievement. Here is Olivia Mitchum, finds Nat Johnson, pulls that one back for Paige Crossman, 35 yards out, finds it back to Nat Johnson. She can pick out a Leicester player in towards the area, finds it into Dugmore. Great header, but it's deflected wide, and then the offside flag up against Hayley James. But Leicester, you can see it, they're hungry to keep attacking and keep putting the pressure on, and like you mentioned, every time AFC Leicester get the clearance, it's coming back to them.
I just wonder what AFC can do to sort of survive, stop conceding goals. They're not getting any joy from these goal kicks. No one's holding the ball up for them that well, and it just keeps on coming straight back.
Again, the goal kick comes straight back, and Dugmore can't quite stretch to reach that one. Now AFC Leicester can bring it clear, can't quite get it across the halfway line, and Nat Johnson battles to try and win it back. And Paige Crossman then opts to go back to Charlotte Clark, who's not had much to do so far in the opening 20-25 minutes.
So difficult for the AFC striker there, number 12, up front, cut adrift from her midfielders there.
Nat Johnson does well to get goal side and win that one. Sophie Domingo battling away, forces the throw in on the halfway line. Straight away, Leicester looking to switch the play out to that far side. Now Paige Crossman can bring it infield and try and pick out someone in blue. Looks to chip that one down this side for Hayley James. First time lays that one off to Sophie Domingo. Gets the return ball. Hayley James to pull this one across goal. It's past 2 or 3 Leicester City players who couldn't quite get a final touch on it. And Nicole Nymian though wins it back for Leicester City from the clearance. Now Sophie Domingo skips past the AFC midfielder. Finds Hayley James again on that far side with a chance to put a ball in towards the box. A low ball finds Rosie Axton on the edge of the area, laid off for Nat Johnson, trying to skip and turn away in towards the Leicester area, and a goal kick given against, for AFC Leicester.
So good for the majority. Obviously, the majority of the 11 playing today would have started that, or would have at least played in that final last year. So it'd be good for them to start well and to spell sort of any inkling of a repeat of that final.
Definitely so, and 3-0 up inside the opening 25 minutes certainly removes any bad memories of last year's final. Again, Leicester looking to bring it forward. Nat Johnson glides through 2 or 3, then opts for the shot from distance.
Unconventional saving technique there from the keeper, but it did bounce in front of her. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh.
If it keeps it out of the net, I guess it works. Chance then for AFC Leicester to get forward inside the Leicester half, but again picked out by Leicester, and Holly Morgan can bring it forward across the halfway line. A meandering run that and picks out Sophie Domingo, tries to keep hold of that ball, does really well to battle away there, and looks to flick that one onto Olivia Mitchum, but it's one back, and then Mitchum gets well goal side and wins that one back for Leicester. He finds Rosie Axton, will going in the area, tries to find the top corner, but it's harmlessly wide of goal.
You talk about the side as a whole being hungry, but Rosie Axton does look hungry to increase her goal tally, obviously get past 50 for the club and add to what has been a successful season for her.
Another goal kick then for AFC Leicester. Again, looking long, headed back towards that goal there by Nat Johnson. Rosie Axton gets ahead to that one, and then Lee Dugmore can't quite find Nat Johnson. It's a long ball over the top, looking for AFC Leicester, but Holly Morgan will deal with that one and suit it back to Charlotte Clark. Possibly her second touch of the game.
100% pass completion though, Dan. That's what it will look like on the statistics.
Definitely can't argue with that one. Nicole Nyman on the ball then for Leicester. Still going in towards the penalty area. Chance to pull this one back across. Wins a corner on the far side. Rosie Axton then with a corner on the far side, swinging in towards the 6-yard box. 2 players up, and I think it's Hayley James who's got the header on that one. And Leicester do have a 4-0 lead. 27 minutes played, and Hayley James calmly heads that one into the goal for a corner, and Leicester have a 4-0 lead.
It's really good header. Obviously, stepped away back from her marker and did exactly the right thing. Headed it back across goal, and keeper could do nothing about it.
Let's take a look at the replay of that goal. That's when my team man's ready. The corner then from Rosie Axton. It's an in-swinging ball in towards the 6-yard box, and Hayley James there just steps off a little bit and then calmly heads that one back across goal, and 4-0 lead for Leicester City inside inside the first half an hour. I'm not suggesting it's going to happen again, but the last time Hayley James scored, she netted a hat-trick against AFC Fylde. Sure, she'd love to get herself more amongst the goals for Leicester City, but Foxes are bursting forward again, finds Rosie Axton. Infield finds Lee Dugmore, tries to find that one out towards Hayley James, but can't quite bring it under control, and it's an AFC Leicester throw-in. Sophie Domingo wins that ball back for Leicester City. Low ball in towards the box. Finds Rosie Jackson if she can chip that one out. So, oh, great save by the goalkeeper. Great ball into the area, and Rosie Jackson with a delightful little chip in towards goal.
Keeper luckily
also a good save there.
Toes there to stop it going into the net. But yeah, as I say, good inventive attempt at a shot.
Yes, Rosie Jackson on the ball, lovely chipping towards the area, looking for Olivia Mitchum, gets that header there, and that one's a great header there from Olivia Mitchum. 5-0 to the Foxes and 5 different goal scorers. And Olivia Mitchum with a brilliant header into the bottom corner there.
Really, really good header to direct it. Not a lot of pace on the ball, quite far out. Tough angle, managed to loop it over the keeper and into the back of the net.
Take a look then at the replay on that one. Pinged out to the far side by Rosie Axton. Picks it up, dances around, and then a lovely little ball in towards the area. Olivia Mitchum heads that one low in towards the, or looping header in towards the bottom corner. Just about ticking over towards the half-an-hour mark, and Leicester leading by 5-0, and Jonathan Morgan will be delighted with his first half performance. Might even be furthermore as Rosie Jackson picks out Olivia Mitchum if she can work her way with some spells inside the area. Battles away and wins a corner for the Foxes.
And all the players in the box looking to get onto the score sheet.
Rosie Jackson, another ball in towards the corner, cleared by the goalkeeper out for another corner to Leicester City. Third corner on that far side for Rosie Axton to deliver another one in towards the penalty area. Everyone forward bar Nicole Naimi. Lovely ball in towards the back post. Drops for Holly Morgan. Can't quite bring it under control. Battles away to try and win a second one. Then cleared by AFC only as far as Nat Johnson. Finds it back to Rosie Jackson on the far side. If she can whip this ball in towards the box, she can do, but it's cleared by AFC Leicester. And then Nat Johnson picks it up again for Leicester City. Finds Olivia Mitchum. Tries to twist away out of it, but it's cleared by AFC. Again, they picked up by Leicester City through Nat Johnson, who's enjoying a lot of possession on that middle of the park there. In fact, wins that ball again from Lee Dugmore. Can't bring it under control, and it's cleared by AFC. Holly Morgan finds Nicole Naimian battling away on that near side, but Hayley James picks the mantle up, lays it back to Nat Johnson, and Leicester recycling the ball and possession. And then Rachel Brown starts a forward attack, finds Dugmore, skips inside two, still going with the ball, and then chips that one out wide, looking for the run of Hayley James. If James can keep it in play on this far side, if she can get a lovely ball in towards the box, it's straight to the goalkeeper, and well saved by the goalkeeper.
Well held there by the goalkeeper, and there's good pressure by number 14 in the build-up from AFC Leicester's point of view.
Chance then for AFC Leicester to get away on the far side, but it's a bit of a heavy touch, and Holly Morgan gets back goal side to win that one back for Leicester City. And now cleared again by the Foxes, finds Nat Johnson inside the Leicester City half, then finds Rosie Jackson, who switched out down to this near side. Lovely little chip over the top looking for Hayley James. He brings it down well and looks for the return ball, and set ups for Nicole Naimian. Then the ball down the line for Rosie Jackson. Still with that ball in towards the box. And almost spectacular there from Lee Dugmore, and laid off, and Nat Johnson fires that one in from distance, but just wide. Lee Dugmore with a bit of an audacious effort there for an overhead kick, and that would have been special if that had gone in the back of the net.
That would have been probably the goal of the County Cup as a whole. A great technique to get up, and that would have been an audacious effort if that had gone into the back of the net.
Let's see if she pulls that one out again later on in the game. Goal kick down the line again from Leicester's point of view, pushing the back of Lee Dugmore, and the Foxes will get themselves a throw in just inside the AFC Leicester half. Rachel Brown takes it and immediately gets the ball back from Holly Morgan, then finds Nat Johnson, who's thought about the shot, thinks again, and then tries to lay the ball off for Sophie Domingo, but cleared by AFC Leicester. Charlotte Clark is forward and gets herself a couple of touches just inside just on the edge of the centre circle. Lee Dugmore trying to find out a Paige Crossman on the edge of the area, but Lee Dugmore picked it up, and then it's, I think, given a foul against Olivia Mitchum. I think Lee Dugmore was looking for the run of Paige Crossman on the far side, but Olivia Mitchum picked it up and ran in towards the area with it, but a judge then to have fouled just inside the box. Here is Dugmore, lovely little chip over the box there for Sophie Domingo, who's out, tries to swing it around, and Sophie Domingo into the back of the net, gets her second of the game. 35 minutes played and the Foxes lead 6-0. And Sophie Domingo, but again it's a great ball there from Lee Dugmore, and Sophie Domingo with almost the simplest of tap-ins.
I mean, it's a great finish by Domingo to, again, dink the ball over the keeper, who did nothing wrong. She came out, tried to close down the angle for Domingo, but quality shone through the finish. But as you say, good ball over the top, and well controlled.
Take a look at the replay of that goal then. Ball in towards the middle, and again Nat Johnson dictating a lot of the play, but Lee Dugmore with a lovely little chip over the top for Sophie Domingo, and again takes a little touch and then fires that one past the oncoming keeper. 35 minutes played and Leicester lead 6-0. Foxes again on the front foot here as Sophie Domingo battles away, then tries to find Olivia Mitchum, but it's played in slightly behind her. Plays that one back to the AFC Leicester goalkeeper. Long ball downfield, and now Holly Morgan looks to go back again to Charlotte Clark, who's enjoying a little bit more possession as this first half wears on. Here is Domingo, looks to flick that one down the line for Paige Crossman. It is cut out though by AFC Leicester in defence. Then a through ball and now across the halfway line. A chance for AFC Leicester to bring it forward, but cut out by Nicole Nyman, and Holly Morgan brings that one further forward now. Johnson in the middle of the park. She's got Olivia Mitchum in front of her, finds Olivia Mitchum in towards the penalty area, still going past the defender, a ball across goal, looking for the run of anybody in blue, but it's a low ball and not picked up at all by Leicester City. Stays in play on that far side.
I mean, we were speaking to Jonathan Morgan, Leicester City manager, before kick-off, and he was adamant that his side weren't going to let up if they got the goal scoring underway. And you do fear for AFC Leicester by how much the scoreline could be at full time.
Well, I think from Leicester's point of view, the confidence that they can get from this game heading into those three vital league fixtures. If you've reclaimed and refound your scoring boots, then certainly confidence thrown through their squad ahead of a crucial league match against Blackburn on Sunday. And again the Foxes on the front foot. Rosie Axon with a low ball in towards the box. It's bounced kindly for Hayley James, but can't quite bring it under control. Then out to Nicole Nyman on the edge of the area. Tries to find Nat Johnson, but it's cleared by AFC only as far as Holly Morgan on the halfway line. Infield finds Rosie Axton, if she can pick out a return ball to Holly Morgan, or in fact dance away with the ball, but it is picked off her and cleared only as far as Rachel Brown, who enjoying the spell inside the AFC half. Nat Johnson gets a lovely ball through and layoff from Rosie Axton, picks up a return ball and fires that one for a deflection, I thought, but not given by the referee. Goal kick to AFC.
It's a good build-up play by Leicester on the edge of the box, obviously not letting the quality of their possession slip as the scoreline has gotten bigger.
Okay, again will bounce kindly for Haley James to collect. Rosie Jackson picks that one up but can't keep control of the ball, then does win that ball back on the far side, leaves it for Haley James to pick up. Haley James with a long ball in towards the back post, but both Mitchum and Domingo are arriving towards the front post and slightly misread that one. But again, it's great to see Leicester creating and making these chances to try and cut out and carve out some more goal scoring opportunities.
It'd be disappointing for Louis Carr's side to end the season on this result. Obviously, the journey to the cup final was.
It's Paige Crossman dancing away in towards the area. It's deflected and will be cleared. I'll let you finish that.
Journey to the cup
finish
final
that
was
thought.
Obviously a highlight of the season for them. Obviously playing quite a few games in this competition to get to this stage. But it'd be a shame after a decent league season to end on the scoreline.
Out of play on this near side for a Foxes throw in. You're right to think, obviously, from the AFC Leicester's point of view, a heavy defeat isn't necessarily the best way to end the season. You don't really get the chance to put the defeat behind you. But they'll learn from this and they'll want to come back again next season and hopefully put it to rights. But from our point of view, you can't look back Leicester City getting more goals in this game.
I mean, alternatively, it's always good to play against players of high quality in a high division. It's always good practice, and they'll think of it as if they've made it to the final this year, then they can come back, as you say, next year and make it to the stage again.
Long ball down the line, looking for a pick out. Sophie Domingo on the edge of the area. Chance to find Olivia Mitchum inside the box, and Olivia Mitchum slides that one home, and the Foxes lead by 7-0. Olivia Mitchum with her second of the evening. And Leicester there have just carved open the defence and picked out another great ball in towards the back of the net.
Great vision by Domingo to pick out Mitchum, who was quick enough to get on the end of that ball and slot it past the keeper.
Take a look at the replay of that one. Again, it's Nat Johnson who's dictating the play in the middle of the park. A lovely ball in for Sophie Domingo. I thought it was going to opt for the shot. Instead, picked out Olivia Mitchum in plenty of space to calmly sidestep that one into the back of the net. 5 minutes to go until the break, and it's 7-0 for Leicester City. Just having that kick-off retaken as the goalkeeper's just doing her shoelaces up. And there we are, now underway. Do you think there is anything that AFC Leicester can do in terms of potentially changing their shape to, I suppose, stop the onslaught?
I mean,
I'll come back to you on that one. Sophie Domingo pulls that one across, and Olivia Mitchum straight at the goalkeeper is well saved by the AFC Leicester keeper.
I mean, we've spoken about before the fitness levels of Leicester City, so it will be difficult, say, for Louis Carr to get his team to press in the second half, because I don't think they'd be capable of maintaining that. It's just they need more. In terms of getting up the field, they need more from their front players to.
Yes. Dugmore skips away past 2 or 3, finds Domingo on this edge of the area, pulls that one back across goal. It's headed clear by 1. Then Olivia Mitchum sticks a foot out of it, and it's over the top of the goal. Thought for a second Olivia Mitchum was going to go for the overhead opportunity there, but
That one
didn't
looking
opt for
slightly
it.
less spectacular than the other. But
In my opinion, any overhead kick is a spectacular finish.
I agree.
But you're right. I think Lee Dugmore's would certainly have been a lot more spectacular had she have pulled that one off. Into the final minute of normal time, the first half. If you have just joined us, the Foxes enjoying a very dominant first half, leading by 7 goals to 0 as we approach the break. A couple of chances where they could have extended that lead, and here is Hayley James finds Nicole Nyman on the edge of the area as well to skip past 1 or 2, can't quite keep it under control. It will be kept alive by Hayley James, and then Nat Johnson infield finds Hayley James. Chance then to put this one in towards the box, headed in by Lee Dugmore, but that one will be collected calmly by the goalkeeper. Right on the stroke of the 45th minute, there is the half-time whistle from the referee. A bright opening 45 from Leicester City's point of view, and Jonathan Morgan can't really have asked for much more from that point of view. 7 goals, 5 different goal scorers. Is that the perfect 45 minutes?
Great, as you say, great confidence booster going into the final 3 fixtures of the season. Put the game out of sight with a highly professional performance, great range of goals, great range of goal scorers. But it will be good for FC Leicester to get in at half-time and regroup.
There we go. Half-time here at Holmes Park. Then it's Leicester City Women 7, AFC Leicester 0.
Waiting for any hospital treatment can be a worry. Without insurance, getting private treatment can be a financial worry. Let Spire Leicester Hospital help. With our affordable fixed-price self-pay options, you'll get timely access to your consultant and the aftercare you need. To find out more, search Spire Leicester Self-Pay or call 0116 214 5100 today. Spire, your affordable private healthcare choice.
There we go, second half then, almost about ready to get underway. Leicester back on the pitch, and AFC Leicester just making their way back out of the tunnel now. A 7-0 lead Leicester have at half-time, almost the perfect 45 minutes, bar maybe Lee Dugmore's overhead kick had that have come off. But other than that, what are you expecting from Leicester in the second half? More of the same and more goals?
I think more of the same, and as AFC Leicester's fitness will tire, obviously having so little of the ball, I can only see more goals going in from Leicester City's point of view.
Charlotte Clark's had a relatively comfortable 45 minutes. I think had a couple of touches of the ball, but no saves yet to make. And what do you think from that point of view? Charlotte Clark, if and when she's called on in previous games, she's certainly remained active in the game, and obviously if she is called upon today, then she should hopefully still be active enough in this game to pull off a save and keep a clean sheet.
I mean, she's a quality keeper, that's why she was brought in obviously last summer, and because of Leicester's performances in the league this season, there have been games where she's had long periods without anything to do, and as you say, when she is called upon, she is able to make those saves and keep Leicester City in front or keep them in the game. Obviously that sort of level of save isn't needed this time around, obviously 7 up, but she has the ability to keep them out.
Referee just making sure that the ball is on the centre circle. And the two teams going through second half team huddles. It will be AFC Leicester to kick off this second half. But a substitution then at half time. Rear Acton has come on that far side, I think, to replace Hayley James by the looks of it. And I believe, by the way, Leicester lining up and look like they switch to a back three. Should be an interesting attacking move from Jonathan Morgan, unless of course Rachel Brown is going to drop back in. We are back underway for this second half, and immediately Leicester on the front foot as Sophie Domingo tries to battle away and win that one for Leicester City, but it's cut out and again they're coming away. And now Domingo again, that one will bounce back for Leicester and finds Rachel Brown, trying to put this one in towards the box. Is cut out of play, but it'll bounce out of play for a throw-in on that far side for the Foxes.
It's great signal of intent there already with Domingo running all the way to chase the ball down.
Rear Acton just loses possession of the ball there and cleared as far as Holly Morgan and camped inside the Leicester City half. The floodlights just flickering into life as Nicole Nyman finds Sophie Domingo on the edge of the area, lurks away looking for a shot, and it's well kept out of goal by the AFC Leicester goalkeeper.
Be interesting to see if AFC Leicester try and do anything different in the second half, if they can do anything different.
So far it's Leicester dominating this second half, much the same as they dominated the first half. Domingo does well to find Rosie Axton, who calls it on across the goal, looking for Nicole Nyman, who couldn't quite get the shot out of her feet. And well collected by the goalkeeper.
It's a good accurate ball in there from the flank, as we've seen throughout the game. But obviously, as you say, just got it caught beneath the feet and unable to get the shot away.
Head back to Charlotte Clark for Paige Crossman, and an early touch in this second half for the Leicester City goalkeeper, who looks like probably being involved a little bit more in this second half, as Leicester City certainly look to see out the result. Misplaced pass though by Holly Morgan allows AFC Leicester to get themselves back on the ball, but the ball through there is left by striker, and Leicester can bring it back across the halfway line as Nat Johnson looks for a great ball down the line, picking out Sophie Domingo in towards the penalty area, pulls it back for Rosie Jackson, who fires that one low into the bottom corner, and Leicester get their first of the second half. Rosie Jackson fires it low, her second of the afternoon, of the evening, and Leicester's 8th.
Another goal with great build-up there from a mistake from the Leicester City AFC Leicester's attackers, and came straight through the other end with a great ball, cutting open the defence, and it's a great goal.
Take a look at the replay of that goal as Nat Johnson with a great ball splitting the defence there for Sophie Domingo, raced away in towards the penalty area, pulled it back for Rosie Jackson, took a touch, and then fired that one low in towards the net. And Leicester lead by 8-0, and they're already on the front foot here as Rosie Jackson picks that ball up again from Nat Johnson, but the ball is cleared by AFC Leicester, and then a free kick given for a foul against Olivia Mitchum. It'll be a free kick to AFC Leicester on the edge of their own penalty area. That goal leaves Rosie just 1 goal away from 50 for the club. It would be a fantastic achievement if she can reach it tonight. Headed back in towards the AFC half by Rachel Brown. Now Rhea Acton just inside the Leicester half, then finds Sophie Domingo, who is pulled down on that far side. Free kick for the Foxes and a chance for Rosie Acton to deliver this one low and deep in towards the box. In fact, it'll be left for Rhea Acton to take it. And she opts to go backwards for Holly Morgan. Still everyone inside the AFC Leicester half. Now finds Nicole Nyman, looks for a ball in towards the back post, looking for Sophie Domingo, who brings that one down. Still on the ball, and now Rosie Acton picks it up, and then interestingly, after a bit of time, the referee just blow the whistle. I'm not quite sure what he's giving that one for, but either way, a free kick for AFC Leicester inside the, or just on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Some respite there for the losing side.
Incidentally, should we get that far, Leicester's biggest ever County Cup victory, a 19-0 win in one of the earlier stages 6 years ago, I think, off the top of my head. We'll see at what point Leicester do just allow the pressure to cease and let up a little bit, but so far it looks like they're going to be much more of the same in this second half as we've seen in the first half.
I mean, you do wonder what sort of percentage Leicester City women are even giving tonight. I mean, you saw in the last 2 games 2 highly good quality games between Blackburn, obviously last season's champions of the Women's Premier League North, and against West Brom. So you do wonder what if they could bring it up a couple of gears, if they could.
Ball given away there by Nat Johnson, and a chance for AFC Leicester to get forward, but Holly Morgan does really well to get goal side of that one and win it back for Leicester and pull out the chance. And Holly Morgan's clearance bounces back to Holly Morgan, and then Rachel Brown helps to alleviate that one, and now Nicole Nyman brings it across the halfway line with a lovely little chip, looking for the run of Lee Dugmore, who stayed onside, and Lee Dugmore flicks that one in towards the goal, and it's going to find its way in towards the back of the net, and Leicester have themselves the 9th of the afternoon. Lee Dugmore's 2nd of the evening.
Again, another dink over the keeper. Very unfortunate there from the AFC Leicester defender, who looked like she was going to clear it off the line, but it goes off right into the net.
Here's the replay of that one. Then a chip ball over the top from Nicole Nyman finds Lee Dugmore with space to run into just before the keeper comes out. She fires that shot away into the far side of the net, and Leicester leading by 9-0 with still over 40 minutes left of this game to play. Nicole Nyman keeps that one in play and finds Lee Dugmore, picks up the return ball and then looks to change direction of play, plays it back to Holly Morgan across the halfway line, then finds rear actor on the far side. Sophie Bingo can't quite keep possession of that ball. It's out of play for a Leicester throw in.
It's unfortunate with the deflection for that goal. Just go back to that point. Obviously, AFC Leicester were the beneficiaries of an own goal in their previous win over Corbetown Ladies. Obviously, AFC Leicester winning their final 2 league games of the season to go out with a high on that note. But that will surely be given to Dugmore despite the deflection.
Second substitution, for Leicester's point of view. Charlotte Greengrass replacing Olivia Mitchum, and looks like Charlotte Greengrass is going into an up front position. A bit unorthodox for a central defender, but it's something we've seen Jonathan Morgan utilise before, and Charlotte Greengrass will be looking to extend her goal tally if she can do this afternoon. Certainly replaces Olivia Mitchum in terms of the height in the area. Here is Nyman on the ball for Leicester. He's still going forward into this near side now, in towards the penalty area, still going with the ball and fires that shot in towards the ball off the top of the crossbar and out of play, but Nicole Nyman made the opportunity there for herself as she danced in towards the area, got past 2 or 3 defenders before firing the shot away, but just off the top of the bar and out of play for a goal kick.
I mean, Nyman's one of Nyman's biggest strengths is her quick feet, and she did well to get into the position to have a shot, and when she did get in position, it was a good effort, good cutting effort. Unfortunate to go off the bar and out for a goal kick.
Charlotte Greengrass finds Domingo on the far side, gets a return ball, first time looks for a side-footed shot, but it's cleared by AFC Leicester, and then Sophie Domingo does well to nick that one back for the Foxes. Finds Greengrass on the edge of the area. Now rear acting with a chance to work some space and put this ball in towards the area. Picked up though and cleared by AFC Leicester, out for a throw-in on that far side. Straight away Leicester looking to get forward, and here's Sophie Domingo in towards the area. Looks to pull that one back for Rosie Axton, but cleared by AFC Leicester only as far as Nicole Nyman. Thought about the first time shot and then changed her mind. Instead plays it out wide to find Paige Crossman on this near side. Again opts to go back and now finds Holly Morgan. Long ball forward though, and it's out of play. It'll be a AFC Leicester throw in deep inside their own half. Defensive clearance there on that far side. AFC Leicester do well to deal with it and clear it. It's out for a throw in, I think, just deep inside this AFC Leicester half. It's played backwards for Holly Morgan. Still going, pushing forward. Here's Dugmore, lays it back off and finds Rachel Brown. Thought about the shot and well closed down there. Rosie Axton tries to win that one back but takes a deflection. And then AFC Leicester will pick up a free kick for a foul there from Rachel Brown.
Great play there from the striker, who's been isolated for the majority of these for the games. That's exactly what you want from your forward in these positions, to draw the foul and retain possession for the team.
Immediately Leicester winning that ball back. Greengrass laying it off for Nicole Nyman, who's got a number of options to pick out. Instead looks at the run of Lee Dugmore on this near side in towards the penalty area. Just holds the ball up. Lee Dugmore fires that one into the far side, but it's just narrowly wide of goal, and thought Lee Dugmore was going to grab herself a hat-trick there, but not to be on this occasion.
again, another good lofted ball through to a Leicester City attacker. And when she did cut inside, I thought the net would rustle. It's just unfortunate from an AFC Leicester point of view that when they do get bodies forward, they're unable to pressure the Leicester City midfield when they get the ball back, which can lead, obviously, to opportunities like that.
Goal kick from AFC Leicester immediately. Again, it's coming back from Leicester City's point of view as Nat Johnson wins a header, then finds Sophie Domingo. Now it's on the far side rear Axon with the ball, looking to try and get one into the box. Pulls it back for Nat Johnson, takes a deflection, and there'll be a corner kick for Leicester City on that far side. Rosie Axton makes her way across. And again, an opportunity for everyone to get forward. In comes the out-swinging ball this time. Towards just over the top of Sophie Domingo, cleared by the goalkeeper as far as Nicole Nyman on the edge of the area. Plays it out wide for Rosie Axton. Can't quite bring it under control, and it'll be out for a throw in to the AFC Leicester. Again, going forward here is a great ball in towards the area from Leicester City, blocked well by AFC Leicester. Nat Johnson's there to try and win it back, but it's eventually cleared. Then bounces off of the foot of rear Acton, and Sophie Domingo chases that one down against the goalkeeper. Bounces a double bounce it. Bounces kindly then for the AFC Leicester goalkeeper to collect. But again, the pace of Sophie Domingo there catching out the AFC Leicester defence. Leicester City again winning that ball back through Rachel Brown. Now Dugmore bringing that one back, wins the throw in halfway inside the Leicester City half.
It's a good challenge there from the AFC Leicester forward coming back. Obviously got applause from the crowd for her efforts.
Holly Morgan now on the ball for the Foxes. The Leicester City captain finds rear Acton on the far side, let go by Charlotte Greengrass, and Sophie Domingo chases that one down and wins a throw in. All in towards the far side, another throw in for the Foxes. Taken quickly, and now Rosie Axton on the ball. Looks that one, lifts that one in towards the area. Cleared again by AFC Leicester, a bit more resolute defending in this second half. A free kick on the edge of the area on that far side. And Rosie Axton on the edge of the penalty area. I thought this would be a chipped ball in towards the 6-yard box from that position. Although Rosie Axton is on a hat-trick and scored a number of decent free kicks already for Leicester. This one's fired in towards the back coast, and I think off the post then, says the referee. Certainly made contact with the post, but no touch from the goalkeeper just before, and it's a goal kick.
It's a good drilled effort there by Axton from such a tight angle.
First substitution then for the AFC Leicester. Back underway through this goal kick again. Johnson rising high to win that one. Sophie Domingo flicks that one on towards the path of Rosie Axton. She can get there ahead of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper comes but can't quite claim it, and it's still bouncing around, but then is eventually cleared by AFC Leicester. As far as Nicole Nyman, who picks that one back up for Leicester City. Now Holly Morgan on the ball. Slows this one down a little bit and then finds Rachel Brown. Skips inside one, gets a layoff for Charlotte Greengrass. Out wide finds Rosie Axton. Back into centre now, Rachel Brown. Flicks that one. Goldwood, it'll bounce kindly, I think, eventually for Nat Johnson. Nat Johnson still going, fires that one low in towards the area, and it'll be a goal kick, but the AFC Leicester players still stayed down. The referee just checking that she's all right.
I think it was a fair challenge, 50-50 there to win the ball. Brilliant feet there, and to get the shot away, but I think the keeper had it covered, had it been going in.
Trainer is on just to make sure that the player's all right. You can see there Leicester City manager Jonathan Morgan and his coaching staff.
Must be good for him and his players to get on the pitch again after the cup defeat at the weekend, just to dispel, to get it out of the way almost ahead of the meeting with Blackburn. Just to put any disappointments to rest.
Almost about ready then to get back underway. The injured player just making her way off on that far side. I think she'll be okay to come back on. And you mentioned there that it would be nice for Jonathan Morgan to win this one. He's never actually won the County Cup as a manager. He's been to 2 finals, but not yet succeeded. He was certainly delighted to get rid of that little hoodoo as well. And arguably in some style as well.
I mean, Leicester City have done so well in the cup tournaments this year. I think the size of the squad, fitness of the squad as a whole, must have really impressed him this season to see that his team can compete on all fronts. Obviously, they went far, and they've been far in the FA Cup in the last 2 seasons, but to get as far as they did in the cup as well, has been a great compliment to his obviously managerial ability to sort of manage the squads
Long ball
and to
down
the players as well.
Downfield will roll out of play. You mentioned there in the cup run that Leicester have been on in various competitions, reaching the 5th round of the FA Cup for only the 2nd time in the club's history, reaching the League Cup final for the 1st time in the club's history, and obviously reaching the County Cup final for the 14th time in the club's history. Looking to win it for a record 11th time. On the front foot again, the Foxes through Paige Crossman, if she can pull this one back inside and pick out a crossing towards the area. On the far side finds Lee Dugmore, but can't keep that one in play, and it's a throw in for AFC.
I think almost the best thing about the cup runs, aside from obviously the statement that they make from getting far into these competitions, is that the fitness levels, the performance levels haven't weaned as the season has gone on. There's been no evidence of the fact that they've played almost more games than anyone else, and certainly at their level. And as I said, they'll go right to the end in every game. Saw that against West Brom in the 3-2 win, and even in the final at the weekend, you saw City looking for that equaliser, and ultimately that led to the 3rd goal for Blackburn. But it's been great to see that their performances haven't dropped.
A reminder, of course, that Leicester are back in action on this coming Sunday. They host Blackburn Rovers in a crucial league match. A great ball through there from Nicole Nyman. Looks to find Charlotte Greengrass, who slots that one into the back of the net, and Leicester hit double figures. Charlotte Greengrass with her first of the afternoon on as a substitution. A great ball through to her from Nicole Nyman, and Charlotte Greengrass happy to find the back of the net, and Leicester now lead by 10 goals to 0.
It was a really well-weighted ball there. She trusted her teammate to catch up with that, because it was struck quite firmly, but obviously when she got on the end of it, there was going to be no mistake, and it was a really good finish in the end.
And the replay of that goal then, Nicole Nyman doing really well to pick that ball up, gets a 1-2 away, and then a great, like you say, a well-worked Neat, well played through ball, and Charlotte Greengrass first time slides that one into the back of the net. And Leicester enjoying their afternoon, their evening, sorry, here at Holmes Park.
Now adds to a goal tally at the end of the day. I believe that's 3 goals now. Greengrass.
Rare chance to AFC Leicester get forward. Holly Morgan tries to get away and clear that one, then Nicole Nyman puts her foot through it to clear, and now Leicester could catch them out on the breakers. Rosie Axton on this halfway line turns with that ball. Still going, Rosie Axton finds Sophie Domingo, then plays it out wide looking for Rhea Acton. Keeps that in just inside the touch line. Down the line looks for Sophie Domingo, steps over it and then looks to try and beat the defender in towards the penalty area. Bounces for Nat Johnson on the edge of the area. It's stick a foot out and it's well deflected by the defender, and Nat Johnson looks eager for a goal. Certainly this game wears on, but Leicester will have to settle for a corner on this near side as Rosie Axton makes her way over to take it.
Great reaction from the defender there at this stage in the game, because that was surely nesting in the back of the net.
Ball in towards the box, and we cleared and out to play for a second corner. It just bounced around there at the front post with Sophie Domingo and the AFC Leicester defender. In comes that ball again in towards the back post this time. Paige Crossman is highest to try and meet that one, but header not directed well enough at goal, and out of play for a goal kick.
She rose really well there, obviously at the back post to get that high. It just unfortunate she couldn't navigate it towards the goal.
Referee just stopping to allow a second substitution for the AFC Leicester. A little bit of fresh legs and potentially a chance to catch Leicester out at the back if they do switch off, but certainly no signs of that just yet. Nat Johnson again wins the header there, and Charlotte Greengrass brings it down. A bit of a heavy touch, and now AFC Leicester can bring it forward, and they have got numbers bursting forward. Laid back though to just inside the Leicester half, and then it's Rachel Brown who wins that one back. Picked up again though by AFC Leicester, and now bursting forward. Long ball in towards the back post is behind the attacking player, and Leicester can bring that one clear, and now Lee Dugmore who's switched sides, gets the return ball, looks for the return ball back to Rhea Acton, but it's put out of play for a Leicester throw in just in front of Jonathan Morgan.
It was a good spell there by AFC Leicester, maybe their best as a second half at most. Good composure there by the number 10, which is what AFC Leicester have been lacking in the final third.
Rosie Axton trying a nice little chip in towards the area for Charlotte Greengrass, cleared though by AFC Leicester as far as Nicole Nyman on this near side touchline, who picks it back up, then finds Rachel Brown in field. Pushing forward, Rachel Brown looks for a shot, but that one's harmlessly wide of goal. Into the final 20 minutes of the game. Here's Lee Dugmore on the ball, just loses out there though, but Paige Crossman picks it up. Paige Crossman bursting forward, trying to work herself a bit of space, but cleared off, picked up by on defence. And Nicole Nyman opts to come backwards to Holly Morgan. And Rhea Acton on this far side, the first substitute of the evening. Now to play though for a throw in. And a chance for AFC Leicester to again alleviate the pressure on their own 18-yard box. Throwing in towards the Leicester half, headed back in towards the AFC Leicester half by Rachel Brown twice, and now the Foxes looking to start another charge on the AFC Leicester goal. Paige Crossman picks it up on this near side, finds Rosie Axton. Out wide finds Sophie Domingo, both on the same side. Infield to Charlotte Greengrass, lays that one off with a lovely little header looking for Nicole Naimia, but it's cleared by AFC Leicester. Then Rachel Brown picks that loose ball up, but it's a heavy touch and cleared by AFC Leicester. There is Nicole Naimia, finds Crossman. Now Sophie Domingo on this near side, trying to battle away and works the spaces really well to get in towards the area. Plays a loose ball in, looking for Rosie Axton. Picks up a rebound and fires that one in towards goal. It'll bounce for Rachel Brown. I thought was going to shoot, but changed mind. Then Nat Johnson picks it up and finds Paige Crossman out wide. Crossman fires that one in, and a great finish from Paige Crossman. Worked herself some space there on the edge of the area, battling away, and Paige Crossman fires that one in, and Leicester have their 11th of the evening. And Paige Crossman, I think, has deserved a goal with her performance so far in this game.
The 11th of the evening might be the best one of the evening as well. The power to get it up top corner, nothing the goalkeeper could do. Really good goal there to, as you say, add to what has been a really good performance from Crossman.
Paige Crossman picks it up on the far side, dances around with the ball, trying to work herself some space. There's a layoff back to her from Nat Johnson there. Paige Crossman fires that one in from a tight angle into the back of the net, and Leicester City have a 11 goal lead. Sophie Domingo there, closing that one down. Lee Dugwell can't quite bring it under control. There gets the little clip on that second one, and Paige Crossman is battling away again to try and win this one back for Leicester City. Still fighting on keeping this one alive. Rachel Brown looks at that one in towards the area, then headed back across goal by, or past goal by Charlotte Greengrass, but cleared. Goalkeeper just taking the time to pick that one up. Rachel Brown just about brings that one clear. Rachel Brown just about getting back to her feet. Sophie Domingo on the ball in towards the penalty area on this near side. Just pulls this one back across goal, looks for the run of Nicole Naimia. It's a bit of a heavy touch, and Nicole Naimia couldn't get a shot away, and it's cleared by AFC Leicester. Paige Stewart, sorry.
I think Naimia would have been disappointed that she couldn't have added more to her goal tally tonight. She has got in the right positions. Her control has sort of uncharacteristically let her down tonight in the attacking areas.
Dugmore finds a lovely ball infield for Greengrass. It's deflected down the play, and it'll be a throw in now on the far side. Inside the final 15 minutes of this evening's game, Rosie Axton on the ball, skips inside one, skips inside two, then inside a third. Still going Rosie Axton, looks for a low shot, but it's wide of goal and harmlessly wide, and it looks like Rosie Axton, although there is still 15 minutes left to play, may have to wait for a 50th goal for the club. Substitution again then for AFC Leicester, their third and final of the afternoon.
Good for these players from AFC Leicester to get on the pitch, because they have, as a squad, worked hard to get to this stage. So it's a nice reward for these, obviously the starting 11 and these three substitutes to get on at the end and get on in the final. I say a substitution. The
the player's gone off but hasn't yet been replaced. I believe it's a nose stud or an ear instud just being taken out. And then here is the substitution confirmation, which is now onto the field of play. 13 minutes left to go in this match. Here's Charlotte Clark on the ball for Leicester. Yeah, a rare touch in this second half. Then Nicole Nyman with a bit of a wayward pass looking for Holly Morgan, but plenty of time and space to pick that one up. Now here is Nicole Nyman again, who's bursting forward across the halfway line. I think, like you mentioned earlier, probably does potentially deserve a goal. That one will fall for Charlotte Greengrass in towards the area. Charlotte Greengrass fires that one into the bottom corner, and Charlotte Greengrass gets her second of the afternoon. 12 for the Foxes, and another great assist there from Nicole Nyman, who battled away with that one to win that ball and then fired it into Charlotte Greengrass.
As I said, the performance has been good from Nyman. That was a great ball into Greengrass, and another really good finish from what is usually a centre back.
Nicole Nyman again, then that was said, picking up the ball inside the Leicester half, driving forward with it, picked out a perfect pass, looking for the run of Charlotte Greengrass. She got a little bit of luck with the ball bouncing back to her, but the finish is superb across goal, and Charlotte Greengrass is second of the afternoon, sorry, the evening. The fifth Leicester player to score twice this evening. And I don't think Leicester will be done there. They'll still push forward to the 90th minute and see what else they can reach. Here is Johnson, plays that ball forward, looking for the run of Charlotte Greengrass if she can pull this one in towards the area. Fires for a turn in, Sophie Domingo on the goal line, fires that one home. Couldn't really miss from that far out, and they're all going across to Charlotte Greengrass to congratulate her, but I think it'll be Sophie Domingo's goal. A hat-trick for Sophie Domingo. Charlotte Greengrass firing that one low in towards the net, and 13-0.
Great ball across, hit with real pace, hit at good height.
13.
Not sure how much Domingo had to adjust to get that back into the net, but it's still a goal. And as I say, unlucky number 13 for AFC Leicester.
Well, see who that one's attributed to after the game. We can watch it back and see if we can see it's Nat Johnson who bursts forward with that ball, finds Charlotte Greengrass, who takes a touch and then fires it across goal, and definitely Sophie Domingo gets the last touch of that one, and it's a hat-trick for Sophie Domingo. And Leicester still pushing forward. Here's Rosie Axon, lays that one back off for Charlotte Greengrass. Greengrass to pull this one across in towards the box, looks for Rosie Axon, he fires that one across the top of the bar and misses out on her chance for a hat-trick this afternoon.
Huge opportunity there for Axon. I don't know if the ball sat up awkwardly for her on the way through, but as you say, huge opportunity to get a hat-trick and a 50 for the club. There was a lot of space there and behind the midfield from AFC Leicester. You'd expect maybe shut up shop at this point. I'm not totally sure, but look more space than usual in behind the midfield for Leicester City women.
Goal kick then for AFC Leicester. Again, it's Nat Johnson who's won quite a lot in the this evening. Finds the headed ball forward now. Rosie Axon thought about the shot, instead finds Charlotte Greengrass, lays it off to Rhea Acton. Long ball in towards the box, and Paige Crossman is there, and Sophie Domingo got the final touch, but it's just behind the goal, and almost a fourth for Sophie Domingo, but it's instead going to be a goal kick. I thought Paige Crossman did really well to get up and try and meet that with the header, but couldn't quite reach it, and I'll play for a goal kick.
I mean, I thought it was in. You saw, as you say, you saw Crossman heading towards that ball high in the air. You thought she was going to get enough contact on it to see it necessarily. But obviously when it came to Domingo, she couldn't do anything about it.
Ball into midfield, this time bounces over the top of Nat Johnson. Johnson battles away though to pick that up again for Leicester City. Now the clearance down the line, and Charlotte Greengrass, if she can get goal side of this one, instead opts to let it roll forward. And AFC Leicester get themselves back on the ball down the line. But again picked up by the Foxes and bursting forward. A ball in field looking for anybody here. Nat Johnson. And Lee Dugmore flicks it out wide. Looks the run of Charlotte Greengrass. Then Dugmore gets herself back on the ball. Still going Lee Dugmore if she can pull this one across for anyone inside the area. Charlotte Greengrass fires that one. I was going to say fires it home, but Charlotte Greengrass misses the target from the edge of the area. Could have been a hat-trick for Charlotte Greengrass, having only been on the pitch for just under 15 minutes.
I'm just wondering, Dan, from your perspective, just wondering what you think the County Cup win would mean for Leicester to get their hands on the trophy after such a long time.
Certainly, I mean, it's been a big wait for the Foxes, having not had this cup win for some times. 2014, the last time they picked up the trophy. A great one into the area from Sophie Domingo, finds Charlotte Greengrass, but the goalkeeper's out to collect that one. Yeah, they haven't won the trophy since 2014. They've been to the final once since then. In fact, twice since then, actually. And lost twice in the final. And as mentioned earlier on in the afternoon, or in the evening, Jonathan Morgan yet to win the County Cup as manager at Leicester City Women. He'll certainly be delighted to have got that one out of the way with victory here tonight. Here is Greengrass, fires into the middle for Rosie Axton. Chance to potentially find a shot away. Rosie Axton off the top of the crossbar, determined to try and get herself a hat-trick this evening, but a couple of missed opportunities there as another one skims off the top of the crossbar.
It's coming to the end of the game now. AFC Leicester will just be willing for the final whistle to come. I must point out though that the senior team did only form 4 years ago, so they have come a tremendously long way. Obviously won trophies along the way as well in such a long time, but obviously the quality of Leicester tonight has been far too much for the club.
The Fox is sitting currently 4 divisions ahead of AFC Leicester, and they've made every ounce of that quality count tonight with 13 goals. But you must, like you say, a testament to AFC Leicester having reached this stage of the competition for the first time in their history, 4 years, having been formation. And they'll, as we mentioned earlier, they'll certainly want to get back here again, the occasion. Hopefully, of course, they'll want to pick up the trophy next time. Lovely ball towards the box. Nat Johnson fires that one in, but it's well saved by the goalkeeper. Across the halfway line, and Rachel Brown picks that one up for the Foxes. Tries to find Charlotte Greengrass, but it's out of play for a throw-in. Now, Dugmore on the far side looks the ball in, finds Nat Johnson, skips past one. Nat Johnson a chance to pull this one across goal, but again it's well saved by the goalkeeper.
Great footwork there, but well read, no pace on the ball, which made it easy for the goalkeeper to collect.
Ball down the line and a chance for AFC Leicester to burst in towards the Leicester area. Pulled it back, it's a bit of a heavy touch, and Nicole Nyman can bring that one away for Leicester into the final 4 minutes of the regulation 90. Still going is Nicole Nyman on a lung bursting run in towards the area. Skips that one in, finds Charlotte Greengrass, takes a touch and then tries to slide it home, but it won't, and then he'll drop for Lee Dugmore on the edge of the area. Still going with ball at her feet, Lee Dugmore, and chance to bring this one in, and Still battling away, but it'll be out for a goal kick. Two good opportunities there for Leicester. Charlotte Greengrass through 1-on-1, but a great save by the goalkeeper.
Really good save. Goalkeeper could be proud of that one. She's made a couple of good saves this evening. She can't really be at fault for the goals that have gone in.
Goal kick then for AFC Leicester, headed back by Nicole Nymian. And then a lovely ball in towards the area from Sophie Domingo, finds Charlotte Greengrass, and this time she just beats the keeper, and Charlotte Greengrass gets a hat-trick. Everyone across to celebrate. And Sophie Domingo with a great ball through, looking for Charlotte Greengrass, and Charlotte Greengrass slides that one home and has her hat-trick of the afternoon.
Really nice finish to get the hat-trick there. Almost sold the keeper, thinking she was going to shoot, but obviously put it under the keeper and grabs an impressive hat-trick for someone that has only been up front for the second half.
Again, it comes from a goal kick from AFC Leicester, won back by Nicole Nymian, and then Sophie Domingo picks that ball up in a lovely little splitting through ball. Charlotte Greengrass and then rolls that one home through the net. And Leicester have their 14th of the afternoon. Still pushing forward. The Foxes haven't yet finished. That one's in towards the area. A couple of headers there, and it's eventually a chance for that one to be cleared by the defensive AFC Leicester. Greengrass pokes that one in towards the area. Cleared as far as Nicole Nymian on the edge of the centre circle. Headed on by Paige Crossman. Finds Sophie Domingo. Then finds Nat Johnson on the edge of the area. Recycles that ball and finds Rachel Brown. Now Dugmore on the ball. Back to Rachel Brown. Fires it out wide for Nicole Nymian on this near side to try and pick out a shot in towards the great goal. A lovely save by the goalkeeper. I thought it was going to be in towards the back of the net from Nicole Nymian, who certainly deserves a goal this afternoon, but the goalkeeper pulls out a great save to deny that Nicole Nymian her goal.
Obviously had Dugmore running across the flight of the ball there. She might have got a touch to put it in the back of the net. She is, despite her relatively small size, she is quite good in the air, but obviously stuck on 14 for Leicester. That looks like it might be it, but Leicester's still gunning for more goals.
Long ball forward then, looks for AFC Leicester's striker. Cleared though by Holly Morgan as far as Charlotte Clark, and she gets the 1-2. And then the ball in towards the middle of the park will fall for Nicole Nymian to bring this one clear for the Foxes. Still going strong towards the 90th minute. Sophie Domingo looks for the run of Lee Dugmore. Can't quite get enough on that to flick it back into the Foxes' path, but Nat Johnson for Leicester City wins it back, and then Paige Crossman finds keeper Charlotte Clark.
Number 14 has worked tirelessly for AFC Leicester tonight to put pressure on defenders when some haven't. It's just unfortunate the final ball there wasn't up to scratch.
Here is Nicole Nymian in towards the penalty area. Gets a 1-2 with Lee Dugmore still going. Nicole Nymian fires that one in, and now Nicole Nymian does get her goal of the afternoon that her performance has certainly deserved. The 15th for Leicester City, and Nicole Nymian adds the cherry on the cake to Leicester City's County Cup performance.
Great build-up yet again on the edge of the area. That would have unlocked most defences, to be honest. It was so slick, so fast, and then didn't take a touch from the box. She knew what she wanted to do and executed it perfectly.
Again, chances all of her own making for Nicole Nymian. She picked this ball up just inside the AFC Leicester half, burst forward with it, played it into Lee Dugmore, gets a lovely little flick layoff back for Nicole Nymian, takes a touch and then fires that one into the back of the net, and the Foxes have hit 15 of the afternoon. We're inside stoppage time at the end of the game. We'll see how much the referee opts to add on.
If anything. It's been an entirely professional performance from Leicester. They've kept going right till the end, and they're going to get their hands on the trophy that they deserve after a really good cup campaign from them. and it's only going to be a confidence booster having that trophy in the trophy cabinet and going on to league games, hopefully to win bigger and better things.
Marking play in his Charlotte Greengrass, lays that one off on the far side, gets a return ball with Rosie Axton, then infield finds Nat Johnson in towards the penalty area. Away down that far side, wins a throw-in level with the edge of the 18-yard box. Finds Rosie Axton on the edge of the area, looks to get the return ball. It's out of play again for a Fox's throw-in. And then Nat Johnson skips on over the top of the head. It's out of play for a corner on the Foxes. Still chances for Leicester to find another in this game. Corner on the far side. Rosie Axton will pause one in towards Lee Dugmuru. Takes a touch to chip it up. Finds its way back to Rosie Axton to redeliver. In towards the box. Looks for the head of Nat Johnson, who heads that one down low, but the keeper's out to collect. And there is the full-time whistle. Leicester reclaim the County Cup for the first time since 2014. It's a thoroughly well-deserved performance here from the Foxes. They finished winners with 15-0 goals from all around the starting lineup, and Leicester City and Jonathan Morgan will certainly be pleased and delighted with their performance this evening. And it's a performance that certainly deserves a piece of silverware at the end of it. We'll do our best to get a good spot of the trophy presentation.
Waiting for any hospital treatment can be a worry. Without insurance, getting private treatment can be a financial worry. Let Spire Leicester Hospital help. With our affordable fixed-price self-pay options, you'll get timely access to your consultant and the aftercare you need. To find out more, search Spire Leicester Self-Pay or call 0116 214 5100 today. Spire, your affordable private healthcare choice. Waiting for any hospital treatment can be a worry. Without insurance, getting private treatment can be a financial worry. Let Spire Leicester Hospital help. With our affordable fixed-price self-pay options, you'll get timely access to your consultant and the aftercare you need. To find out more, search Spire Leicester Self-Pay or call 0116 214 5100 today. Spire, your affordable private healthcare choice.
There we go on this back at Holmes Park for this trophy presentation as Leicester City County Cup winners for the first time since 2014. A 15-0 performance from Leicester City, and certainly a deserved win, and like you mentioned earlier on, Jonathan Morgan, the first chance to get this one back.
I mean, great occasion for the whole team, especially for Jonathan, who's put in loads of hard work over the past couple of years, and to finally get his hands on the trophy is great testament to the work he's done and the work Leicester City have done as well.
If you are interested, just whilst we're waiting for the other team to come over, it's half-time in the Premier League. It's Brighton 0, Manchester United 0. Not going to lie, this is the first time we've gone portable with our live streaming setup. I apologise if the camera is a little bit Wobbly. AFC Leicester on their way over then to the trophy presentation area.
Great to see so much sportsmanship at the end of the game. Obviously, both sets of players consolidating one another or congratulating in Leicester City women's point of view. Yeah, it was good battle for both sides, and it'd be good now for Leicester City to get their trophy at the end.
Just waiting then. Confirmation to see what's happening next. Plenty of photo opportunities for both sides.
Ladies and gentlemen, it takes 3 teams to complete a football match. The first team to take their vote this evening is the match officials. Referees, Callum Park. Assistant referees, Lottie Starling and Nigel Williams. And fourth official, Phil Ullman.
Give me the camera. Shut that a second, please.
Say something.
Unfortunately, there can only be one meeting side. Please put your hands together tonight's finalists, AFC Leicester!
There we go, then AFC Leicester collecting their runners-up medals for finishing finalists too this afternoon, and almost a chance for Leicester to collect their trophy for the first time since 2014. Leicester City captain Holly Morgan there at the back of the queue of Leicester City players to get her hands on the Leicestershire County Cup trophy for the first time for the club since 2014. There we go then, the 2018 Leicestershire County Cup final. It's finished here as Leicester City getting their hands back on the trophy for the first time since 2014. It's finished here, Leicester City women 15, AFC Leicester 0.
Waiting for any hospital treatment can be a worry. Without insurance, getting private treatment can be a financial worry. Let Spire Leicester Hospital help. With our affordable fixed-price self-pay options, you'll get timely access to your consultant and the aftercare you need. To find out more, search Spire Leicester Self-Pay or call 0116 214 5100 today. Spire, your affordable private healthcare choice.